Here we go, here we go, here we go. I think my voice is back now. It's Tribal Tuesday, everyone, playing the best tribes in Magic on Manadad channel. And today, gotta give it up, Izzet Wizards taking down the Arena Championship. We're gonna play the Izzet Wizards Championship winning list by Shinya Saito. Let's go. As always, deck list in the description. Let's check in on where we are in the subs. Up to 561. We're moving it. Thanks to everyone who subscribes. Encourage, if I see subs on the Tribal Tuesday videos, I'll make more. And if I see them on other videos, I'll make more of that type of video. So, yeah. One way to vote. If you already subbed, leave a comment. Let me know what you're liking, what you're not liking. Let's look at this list, though. It is a true actual Wizards list. Of course, running Gigantha as a no-cost companion. I didn't put in the full sideboard, but if you follow the link in the list, you can build the best of 3 version. But we're going to play this list as best of 1 and see how it does on the old ranked ladder. 4 of Symmetry Sages, 4 of Soulscar Mages, 4 Dreadhorde Arcanists, 3 of the legendary Balmor. Doesn't stack very well, but that's okay. And then it truly is a tribal deck. It may not seem like one, but those are all wizards. Okay, all our creatures are wizards. And we got Wizard's Lightning, which is going to cost less when we got a wizard. We got Flame of Anor, which is going to let us choose 2 modes instead of 1 when we got a wizard. And believe it or not, you can cast this super easily off Dreadhorde Arcanist. It's not hard to pop a Reckless Charge, give it +3/+0, boost it up, and cast the old Flame of Anor. And of course, Symmetry Sage, whenever we cast an instant or sorcery, we're going to be able to give something base power 3, so that can also boost up the Dreadhorde Arcanist. So, and then of course, Expressive Iteration, legal in Historic, so we're going to play 4 of those. 1 of the Strangle, 1 of the Spikefield Hazard, 1 of the Reckless Rage, 2 of the Play with Fire. Going with 4 Sleight of Hand. This is a new card from WoW, so that's pretty cool. And Mana Base, I didn't quite have all the Fiery Islets crafted, so I just filled in with some Shivan Reefs instead. But obviously you want to do 3 of the Fiery Islet if you're following the full list. But this is actually, as far as like a championship winning list of super competitive, hyper spike competitive deck goes, this is fairly easy on the budget. I do recommend having as many of these blue-red dual lands as you can, but you can fill in with, as long as they come into play untapped, you can fill in as many of those with what you've got. And then Soulscar Mage, you could substitute out with like whatever the Prowess Haste guy is. That's similar. You just don't get the -1/-1 counters, but you do get haste if you play with that guy. And Balmor is an uncommon. Symmetry Sage is an uncommon. Dreadhorde Arcanist, that is 4 rares. But if you go with Dreadhorde Arcanist, 1 Gigantha, and however many lands you've already got, and then just fill in the rest with some substitutes, you can build this at a very reasonable budget. So stick around to the very end of the video. We're going to check out the win rate. I'll show you whether or not I showed you all the games. I'll show you what the deck actually did when I played it. And that's all I got to say. Let's go to the matches. Izzet Wizards, let's go. Feels good to be able to talk in a normal voice again. Blame my preschooler for bringing back all the sicknesses. I just can't seem to stay 100% so far the last couple months. Give a shout. Is anybody with kids constantly bringing sicknesses home? Soulscar Mage, because they're going to eat some removal. Fatal Push. That could be a problem. That was our creature. Okay, well, we got a Dreadhorde Arcanist. I don't know if we run it out or do we Expressive Iteration to try and... I guess we'll run it out. I'm feeling somebody's playing all black, all removal all the time. Okay, Bowmasters. Newly alchemized. You want me to make a video about the alchemy changes. So this doesn't ping on entry. That's the big change there with the Bowmasters. Now, they did eat our graveyard, which is not going to be great for the old Dreadhorde Arcanist. So let's see. What can we do? We could Expressive Iterate and Wizard's Lightning. Or we could double Wizard's Lightning by Reckless Charging the Dreadhorde Arcanist. That might be our best shot. Definitely want to take out Lord Skeetar. And put these on red. I think most things we have are red that are 1 mana except for the Sleight of Hand. I think we'll take out the Bowmasters too, why not? And what should we do again? Wizard's Lightning to face? Once we're pumped up here. Take them down to 13. They got 3 cards in hand. Inquisition of Kozilek. They can put something in the yard. That will make us big sad. We can cast that though. Question is, we probably want more creatures though. Let's Expressively Iterate. So we'll put Wizard's Lightning to hand. Steam Vents to library, Steam Vents out of the library. I think this can just enter tap because we don't really need to do anything other than Wizard's Lightning. We can cast Play with Fire again here, so Play with Fire we shall. Or should we Reckless Charge again? We might want Reckless Charge again. Symmetry Sage is good. Keep that. Pulling up Wizard's Lightning, it is instant speed. So we just need to fire it off if they remove Dreadhorde Arcanist. Otherwise it's going to go back to casting 3. What is opponent going to do? Looks like they are going to Inquisition Kozilek, so this will fire it off. They can't make us discard the island. Symmetry that Sage, and I think we're going to Reckless it. We can buff the Arcanist. And probably just Wizard's Lightning to face. That should do it. Sorry, Jose Claw, but you're facing the Weezer. Playing the Izzet Wizards. Don't call them Wizard Izzards. Or Eddie Izzard might sue you. No, he's too busy running a marathon. Or for office, or both at the same time. No 1-drop. Opponent goes first. I guess we'll just keep it. Probably a world where you don't just keep that hand. But... Mono red. Not doing much, mono red. Play a Balmor, it's probably gonna die. Or if this is a game where we Giganta. Okay. Well, let's Expressively Iterate. A good card. No creatures. I'll put Reckless Charge into hand. We don't need another Flame of Anor at the moment. Spikefield Hazard. We'll just play it. Take 1 to the face. Have to play it that turn with Expressive Iteration. Would have liked to hold it on in case they have a 1 toughness creature coming out. Very slow mono red deck so far. Spiteful Banditry, okay. I think there's some combos around that. Let's Expressively Iterate once more. Let's see. What do we want to put to hand? Sleight of hand. Reckless charge into library. Arcanist. We're gonna play. It may die. Alright. So be it. If we can stick it for long enough, might be able to do something. Okay. Killing our creatures to make tokens. Sleight of hand. I guess we'll take Otawara to hand. This is instant speed. Awesome cards. Reckless Rage. Might be a game for Gigantha here. Cosmos Elixir, okay. Red Control, who knew? Get something going. Would a double Reckless Charge? I don't know. I don't know how long stuff survives here. I don't think Reckless Rage or Strangle are very good, and those are both one-ups in this deck. They're very bad in this matchup. And we have just enough to buy Gigantha. They can Scavenger Grounds our graveyard. We're in a little bit of trouble here. Fight the man through a bunch of treasures. Okay, Arcanist, Reckless Charge. We may as well pay 2 life. I believe we want what? Do we want to Wizards Lightning them? They're at 12. Well, we could draw 2 cards. And blow up an artifact. That's pretty good, actually. Destroy target artifact and draw 2 cards. Take that Cosmos Elixir. Oh my goodness, we got 2 lands.
Here comes the flood. Drink up.
Motherhood's End. They got 1,000,000 mana already. Okay, Chandra, Awakened Inferno. That's their big play. Well, we might just be losing to Flood here. We can Gigantha back for 8. Oh! A Gigantha win! Very rare. Leave a comment if you were here and you saw it. Leave hashtag Gigantha win. Come on. That doesn't happen every day. Ranking right up in Platinum. Izzet Wizards. Probably jinxed it now, but always looking for decks that not only win, but win fast, right? If you want to rank up. We got Soulscar into Balmor into some spells, and we go first. I will keep it. Opponent, thank you. Opponent keeps as well. Hakon Blackblade, okay, got red. Getting some red here. Well, I chose that now. I was gonna say maybe that's not the best choice. against the old mono red, but maybe they're mono red control again. Who knows? Blaze of fire. Ouch. So next turn, unless they give us a strangled target, I think we're going to expressive iteration. They get a little bit more of a board going. Okay, they're blue red. Static discharge. Rouchy. Okay. Find me some creatures, please. So, expressive iteration to hand. Canal to library. Exile Symmetry Sage. Play Symmetry Sage. Static discharge will deal 4 next time. So. Possibly a slightly different build here than we've got. Alright, do they take out the Sage or they go? No, take out the Sage. So we must kill that. Play Valmore. And I think I'm gonna play this. Guess if I end up flooding out again, I might wish I had it in hand. They've got a Valmore. Right. Kind of a mirror match. They got the Wizards Lightning. You can't hit us with the Valmore. Got a bajillion expressive iterations. So Flame of Anor to hand. Flame of Anor to library. Islet. They're going to take some damage here. I think we need to keep they're keeping our creatures off the board. We need to keep their creatures off the board. We've got a Giganta in our back pocket. Considers. Okay. Sure why, but Volscar Mage, so they Reckless Rage it. They can get in for some damage. Yep. Big hit. What do we find? Flame of Anor. Find me a wizard, expressive iteration. Okay. Doesn't really matter. That to hand. Canal to the library because that's going to come into play tapped. So no point in having that enter untapped. We just save. This is instant speed, so I guess we'll save it. The only reason not to would be if they have Wizards Lightning. They got a Valmore. Okay. Next turn, we can play Valmore. Flame of Anor, choose 2 options. Draw 2, kill your Valmore. And then... oh, we take damage if we do that, though. But seems like that's how we're going to win. Hope they just draw a land here. Oh, perfect. Okay. So, can we get him? We Bugbear. Hack, right? And then we can't Wizards Lightning instantly. So let's sleight of hand. Let's get lands. Take this one because that lets us play it, right? I have to take damage. I'll attack. Make a 1/1 goblin. Then go face. And hopefully that's 10 damage. Woo! Got there. That was a tricky one. Rolling with the championship Izzet Wizards. I saw a meta breakdown of Historic, and Izzet Wizards was, by far the most popular deck. So people should be ready for this one, you would think. Maybe people haven't played the list yet. So drop a Sage. Bit short on lands here. I go with the Zhalfirin Void. Or Zhalfirin Void. Zhalfirin Void. What do you think? Let's get our creatures out. Attacks. It's not super worried about what Colorless can do on turn 2. Maybe I should be. Don't know every Historic card. Got like a mana rock that shoots down a creature. Gonna pop for blue. Big Guardian Knight. Okay. Was a mana rock. I wasn't far off. Let's expressively iterate. Off the Symmetry Sage. We do not hit a land. That's rough. Flame of Anor is not going to be good in our hand. Dreadhorde Arcanist might be okay in our hand. And I guess we'll put the flame back in the library. Sleight of hand can just go bye-bye. We can slight for some lands next turn. Ideally, we hit a land, play Dreadhorde Arcanist, and Reckless Charge it. We're off to the races. Opponent Mycosynth Garden, Semblance Anvil. Exiling what? They about to just dump their whole hand? Exile one artifact. Now, all their artifacts cost 2 less. Artifact, yeah, no, it's just artifacts, not artifact creatures. Opening Steel costs 1. Here's as a copy of Semblance Anvil. I'm loving what opponent's doing over here. I don't think it might be competitive, but alright, the slight. One of them to hand. This expressive iteration. We still need to find a land. Firebluff Canal. And play with Fire to Face. That should do it, right? $12 damage on the board. Opponent scoops it up. Playing against FF. Opponent goes first. A very slow hand. We could play Spikefield Hazard tapped. Or we could play Soulscar Mage, hope to draw an untapped land. I think this is a mulligan. That we can keep, and we can drop a land. Right? That's how it goes. Like to see lots of creatures initially, and then you gotta draw this deck in the right order, right? Draw your creatures, then your spells. And your creatures have to survive. Well, black-red, not a good chance at survival there. They probably take... That was an odd choice from opponent. I'd say they probably take an Arcanist. Unless they want our Arcanist. Open Impact, okay. I think I play Spikefield Hazard as tap land. Crucias! Really busted card, but they did reduce the toughness. Now maybe I want to play Spikefield Hazard against Crucias. Go for Ambitious. Dos Crucias. I'll have hand for a land. They're going to kill the Arcanist before we get a chance to attack with it. Behind them. Fire Bluff Canal, very nice. Won't help us this turn, but so it goes. Takenuma, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Fabulous. Oof, another land. Let's Arcanist. Oh my gosh, is their last card a Fatal Push? If so, I guess they got us. Yep, it is. Wow, it always has it. Okay. Yeah, you get a nice for that. Black-red, all removal all the time. Fires up the Bugbear. Have anything better to do? We might not have anything better to do but buy two combo. Let's see what we get. Yeah, Steam Events. You're tapped. Not sure a 5-mana 5/5 is going to shut this thing down. We're pretty low on life. Ooh, they got us. They had the removal. Big game. Yes. I mean, you had the exact cards you needed, opponent. Don't think that we could have played it any different than we did. I mean, I think we keep it. Fire Islet is a bit rough if we're up against some kind of burn deck, but we'll give it a shot. Fire. Oh. Looks like a mirror match potentially. Pay. Get their creature off the board. You gotta really rely on this sleight of hand. You get Darkness. Okay. You get Spikefield Hazard. You get a land. Pathway. Play the pathway. Go attacks. Okay, they don't block here. Guess they don't have anything in their graveyard. I'm just worried about the Arcanist thing. It's pretty hard next turn, but I guess us getting an Arcanist into play is something. This doesn't give extra -1/-1 counter, so I was wondering if we could really minus that Arcanist down. Wizard's Lightning, of course, yeah. Can they buff the Arcanist to cast it again? Postcard Mage. They did that out of order. Potentially. Den of the Boogabear. Oh, we hazard down. They block. They do block. Okay. I think we're still going to hazard the Arcanist. If they got some kind of burn spell to kill our Soulscar Mage, they've got it, you know? Like they do. They can only kill one of them. Wizard Lightning, okay. guy does survive. Not really what I was expecting to happen. We are out of ammo. One more land we can charge up the Dead of the Bugbear to attack. Accident. What is this? Is this a new one? Our creature loses all abilities, comes with a frog, but only until end of turn. Okay. All I can... Okay, opponent's got some new tech here. Fire Bluff is not the land I was hoping for. Do I cash in the Fiery Islet? I'll get another Dreadhorde Arcanist. Okay. Back for one. Totally get Symmetry Sage. And their last thing is a spell. What do I have in my graveyard that the Arcanist can flashback? Not the Wizard's Lightning. It could Spike Field Hazard something. Which I guess is the Accident Prone Apprentice. I guess I could attack with both. Alright. This is actually good as long as they never draw a spell. Any way I win this? If they don't draw a spell, like we sleight of hand. They've got 4 potential power here to block with. But we could sleight of hand into something good. Then we can still follow up with Giganta. Show me something good here. Okay, a Symmetry Sage or another Dreadhorde Arcanist. We'll take the Symmetry Sage because we can play both that and Giganta. But that was not a spell. Now they get to kill some of our board, potentially. Don't know what we put in here. Trade 1 Soulscar Mage for 1 Soulscar Mage. And let's just hope they don't draw a spell. No spells, no spells, no spells. Make it a land, please. Crack that Fiery Islet. They got a spell. Alright, good game. Just lights up the whole team. Although, maybe their attacks aren't great. They do get to Arcanist. What are they getting back? Another Reckless Charge on the other Arcanist. Okay. We block there. 6, 9, 12, 15. We have to chump block something. The Soulscar Mage is our best bet. Go to 1. Hey, we get a Reckless Charge. What do we got in our graveyard? Wizard's Lightning? Will that get us there? Oh! Opponent's not waiting around to find out. Woo! Izzet Wizards! Okay, stick around for the win rate stats. Okay, so looks like Untapped.gg is having some problems. I actually played 6 games and lost 1 game, so the true record for this deck should be 5-1, but it seems to be updating very, very, very slowly. But you can see the first 3 matches, we were 3-0 for 100% win rate. We did end up losing to a black-red deck with lots of removal. So if you want to beat the Izzet Wizards decks, and we played 2 sort of mirror matches, then play the black-red and lots of removal. The black-red mid-range, at least judging by 1 game. So maybe actually don't go on 1 data point. Anyways, very fun deck to play. Can have some explosive, just win-fast games, and can also have some games that get very complex. You know, you got to sequence your cards in exactly the right order to win and deal the exact amount of damage you need. So interesting gameplay, interesting deck. Love the Izzet Wizards. Thanks for joining me here in the attic. I've been Manadad, reminding you Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Now watch these other fun videos. Adios.